Alrighty, folks, we are back. Hey, howdy, and hello, and a good afternoon now. It is not as early anymore, which means that I either have way more energy than I did or not nearly enough. I guess that will be soon to find out. So we are here in the bronze match for state finals, competing against Grand Haven High School, looking to see who's going to walk away with that third place trophy.
I'll find my own path. Does anyone have a bandage?
All right, so we're getting back in where we last left off. We are on Coliseum here, and we've changed up the skins. Could be a sign of the things to come. I don't know. All right, so we are getting in Peachy Keen, Avril Lavigne. Let's do this thing. All right, so looking at Charlotte's comp here. Going to be a little bit of a mixture here. Good amount of poke ability. Keeping an eye to see what Charlotte can do with this. All right, so early on, not any crazy amounts of action going on. Charlotte's just kind of maintaining, putting down some pressure here. Gonna start taking a walk-up initiation here. Grand Haven backing up on this a little bit. Charlotte's just got to be careful not to go too fast with it, as it seems both teams feel comfortable with a little bit slower paced Overwatch than what we've been watching today. There's a good amount of mirroring happening with the Ramatra as well. Bowden's got to be a little bit careful here. Good solid heals happening for him. I think everybody's just sort of looking for an opening at this point. I think both teams are playing very defensive. I mean, this is a third place on the line after all, you know? 7 minutes of this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It will not be that. All right, Charlotte's already looking to have some ults in this situation here. They're going to decide to go for the early rush. They're going to go for the people in the room here. Feels like this team wants to play really slow into Charlotte, and I think Charlotte, honestly, give them a little tempo. Yeah, look at how much space Charlotte is taking here with a little bit of tempo. Just some proactive gameplay. Ooh, Tayshawn got to be careful here. Tayshawn is going to go down, but Bowden is able to get some trading here. Trades are going pretty even right now. Charlotte's able to start cleaning this up. This is getting really strangely scrappy. This is all over the place, people. Oh, and that's a nice read for Bowden to start walking on that. Got to be careful here with the health. Gonna need some big support on it. Not gonna be able to keep that ult going as long as he would have wanted to, maybe. But, ooh, that soldier walking really deep. Doing his best to stay up. Good gracious, this fight. This is the world's longest fight. It's been 3 minutes. But Charlotte keeps winning the war of attrition here. So Grand Haven wants a slow game. We'll play a slow one. And then speed it up on them. All right, so now Charlotte has broken through the world's longest fight. We're going to have to check if that was a world record or not. That was 3 minutes of a single fight. So we'll see. To be determined. But Charlotte looking for their first capture here. Grand Haven's going to have to touch this if they want to deny. And they decide not to, or they decide a little late, rather. Charlotte is able to get first cap. Kiriko should be very low, licking their wounds somewhere. Tayshawn got to be careful here. He's a little bit on his own. It's a Ramatra battle in the middle. And Ramatra's going to win that Ramatra battle. Bowden doing a lot of work here on site. He's going to be able to take a second one, looking to make a third. He's able to take that. That was a late ult. But it worked, I guess. It was ours, too. Weird. Oh, Royce played it. I forgot Royce and Kim switched. Oh, big walk up here for Bowden. Has to stay alive, though. Has to stay alive on this. Meanwhile, his team is clearing up the back. Ooh. That's like the saddest thing when somebody ults and you just hear the sound of death mid-ult. Very upsetting. Ooh, Ramatra coming out with a big ult, but he's going to go down as well. Tayshawn here with the homies. Can they get the cap to happen? It is a last second touch here for Grand Haven. Grand Haven's throwing the bodies at this. They're trying their best. Lucio's trying to send them off the point. The Ramacho's trying to come back into it again. Just trying to hold on as long as they can to give those respawns a chance. But the war of attrition is over. Charlotte was able to put the first one on the board.
Is that a record of damage? 213.
Play of the game.
All right, so as per usual, if you haven't figured it out, as our habit is for the day, we are going to be figuring out next map. We're going to be figuring out hero bans, what our strategy is going to look like, and then we will go from there. So we'll check back in with you here in just a handful of minutes while we get round 2 figured out for Charlotte versus Grand Haven bronze match. Okay, and we're back at it here in Game 2 of the bronze match of the state finals here with MiHSEF. We're on Ilios, we're on control. Charlotte's feeling good, feeling great. They're ready to rock rage, and they're going to try to make it a 3-0 at that. They mean business. They didn't like how last game went. They didn't like what you, the viewer, got as an experience. They said you deserve better. And so they're going to give you better. Their words.
You'll always be captain in my heart.
Look at all the... Oh my god. Big sword. Large sword. Let's see what we do with big sword. We go flying. This feels like an anime character, man. This is ridiculous how far they just went. Oh, a Pharah! You know who likes Pharah? It's Royce Mitchell. You know who else likes Pharahs? Winston's. So Charlotte gets an opening pick onto the Pharah, and now it's a matter of looking at where to go. We're going to go to point, because why not? Beat the Orisa! There you go. Good job. Tayshawn with 4 actually, casually there. You know, we're just silently not highlighting our GOAT. That's on me. I'm supposed to be showing that, and I didn't. I missed every bit of that. He doesn't know it. Okay, he might know it. He looked over at me. Oh, so we're cheating. Okay. Goodness. All right, there we go. And I moved away from Mr. One Bullet, and he gets a pick. Okay. It's fine. My job is, you know, this is why I'm unpaid. I get it, you know. Let's go watch him now. He's in the action. God, this character is interesting. Ooh, goodness. Hey, I moved over at the right time. W. I did so good. All right, looking at a 50% cap here for Charlotte. Need to be careful not to lose the Winston. They're going to decide patience is a virtue and back it up here a little bit. No need to overextend. We're holding in an advantageous position. We're building up ults well. Why ruin a good thing? If he goes for that far with a sword, it's ridiculous. This guy's a goof. This guy's a goof. Holy moly, let's go to Tayshawn here. Putting down work. Oh! Lots of low HP over on Grand Haven. Charlotte looking good, feeling good. Gonna lose Mr. One Bullet on that exchange, but I think Charlotte should be sitting in an okay place. They have almost built the Primal, almost built the Nano. It's gonna have to be a close touch if they even make it. It looks like they're not gonna make it there, so that's gonna be Charlotte round 1. Keeping the pressure high. Love to see it. I'm just now learning today that the voice character, after 10 years of playing Overwatch, their name is Athena. That took 10 years to find out. All right, who should we watch now? We're going to watch Quality Dairy.
Let's hurry this along.
No pressure or anything. Oh my.
Kitchen treat with my name on it.
Okay. All right. Charlotte going to be
Not bad. Now
changing a little bit here. I'm going to go with the Junkrat. He can poke, he can brawl, he can dive. And if he, you know what? If he gets a Pharah kill on Junkrat, I owe him a prize. Huh? I'm on the news? Oh, man. I hope that I'm doing good. I hope my mom is proud of me. All right, so Charlotte, looking at this backline presence here of this Genji. Gonna get isolated, gonna get antied, and he's gonna go down there as well. Charlotte is applying a lot of pressure here for first capture of the point. Sitting on the team advantage. Ooh, so low health. There we go. Very nice. Looks like they've switched over to the Domina as well over on Grand Haven. And Bowden's going to take a lot of space here. That's going to be first cap going the way of Charlotte. Looking at ult economy here. Sitting pretty decent. Nice stagger pickups as well there from the Junkrat, the man, the myth himself. Oh, look at this. High ground Ana. We're going to put down some nice damage here. Very nice. Ooh, looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a left angle play here. Ooh, low HP, but being saved very well by their supports. First pick is going to go in favor of Grand Haven for this fight. So Charlotte needs to find something in response, some denial here. They are still ticking up the point at this stage. So regardless of how the fight goes, they can still tick up some ult economy. They can still tick up. They are going to ult on point here as well. I think Charlotte feels committed to this one. I mean, they're still getting picks. The point is still theirs. I mean, this works. Oops, didn't mean to type there. Yep, Charlotte's going to commit another ult into that with the tactical visor. The Genji is hot on the heels of the Lifeweaver. I have never seen so much chase. Very much one of the heals right there. Had a bit of a moment. It's all right. Checking in on Bowden here. He gets saved by his Lifeweaver. Nicely done. All right, so we're getting close to that one fight territory now as we start to tick towards 80%. 3 ults in favor of Charlotte. Looks like this Juno might be just trying to go for something here. I'm not sure. But it is not going to work out well for this team. The Emery is going to go down first. Opening pick from Quality Dairy. The support line is getting picks. Holy. Bowden having such a war of attrition over here. Full denial of these support players. A nice pickup for Royce. I think they're going to be able to deny. There is one there to touch sight. It's going to be the Genji, who's having to fight big time against this, but it's not going to work out for him. The zoning of the Domina should deny any sort of touch, and the Emery is not able to get there in time. That is going to be a 2-0 win for Charlotte of Game 2, putting them up 2-0 in the Bronze Match Series.
That's more like it.
Welcome to Jakarta.
All right, folks, we're back at it again. We are in Game 3 of the bronze match of the state finals, or as we like to call it, the Bronze Warriors, because 3 years ago when we began this journey with our seniors, we were internally known as the Bronze Warriors because we toppled teams as the mightiest bronze players in this game. Definitely the highest skill level of a team that could not rank into silver. All right, so for this game, we have a little bit of a switch up. Mr. One Bullet is going to be... Oh, Car Wash was the attempt. They have a Widow. Great opening pick from Tayshawn. This is... Oh, that's going to be a traded out pick, though. Quinn's going to get the trade on that. Looking to get the pickup onto the Lucio, is able to successfully do so. This is Royce switching over from DPS over to tank. Quinn needs to be careful, though. Ooh, so scary. All right, so Charlotte has burned about 45 seconds off this clock, and it's going to continue to burn as Snipely gets a nice opening pick on the Soldier. Once again, doing really well with these opening picks. All right, now the proper brawl is happening over here, and they are able to clean that up very nicely. So going to probably see some changes out from Grand Haven. We see the Widow is staying through, able to get another pick. I think the Widow is going to work out here for them, at least for the time being. This should now be a little bit of space taken. Gotta be careful not to go down to this. The Widow's definitely their entry fragger, meaning the person that will open up fights for them. Getting those early picks. It is a character with a one-shot kill potential. But Charlotte's holding their own well on the point, and all the while, time is burning. And the push is not really happening, so. Charlotte doing a great job here, holding this back. Muffin Man playing our beloved Symmetra here. All right, so a nice pickup from Tayshawn, back in his roots with the Baptiste. And it looks like Muffin Man wants to have a go at this. Decides to give a little bit of a push up to their top line here. Tayshawn with a nice pickup. Tayshawn hitting a few of them. Let's go get a look at this. Oh, he is feeling himself back on the old roll. Hasn't worn these boots in a while, but gotta feel good. All right, so it sounds like they're gonna rush out of point here. So Charlotte's gonna back this up. No reason to play into that. Nonsensical for us to do so. But the Widowmaker does have access to the rush, meaning higher rate of fire, potential danger to be had. Oh, and the Widow gets him. Again, that Widow is kind of playing off of baiting people in a bit. Jetpack Cat going to work here. We're down to about 45 seconds left for the push of Grand Haven. Get a little bit of Snipe Lee footage here. Gonna drop in the heals for his team. Don't think he can really necessarily compete with the Widow. Just a little bit too long range for a Soldier. Ooh, gonna want to break line of sight here. Nobody goes down. Excellent. Charlotte's able to get picks. Trades are starting to come through a little bit. Nobody can peek this. They got to respect it. The Widow has the best opportunity to peek it. Oh, Bowden's going to go down here. I think they are going to get some push off of this after all. So it'll be a matter of recontesting before they get the first capture point. If Charlotte is able to do that, then it'll still be a very good hold, which will lead to Charlotte's attack. But at this point, they cannot get off of this cart. They have to get this first capture point in order. All right, so Charlotte looking for the engagement here. Have to deny this. Mr. One Bullet gets a nice first pick. Looks like they are going to take one off the map as well. Quality Dairy with the ultimate. Have to make sure that this point stays contested, though. Got to be careful not to let go of the wheel here. A good immortality from Tayshawn. It's going to lead to a lot of work done by Charlotte. That's a full hold there. Very nicely done. Now it's a matter of the attack turn for Charlotte. Trying to bring it home. Hopefully they make it quick, make it clean. For many of these kids, their last game. All right, looks like going to be going for a little bit heavier hitting composition here. I imagine the cat is going to play a role, bringing the team forward a little bit. Oh goodness, they're hanging out in the treasure room.
With traditional taste in armaments.
Have you ever fired a bow?
No, but you won't catch me with one of those pulse rifles either.
Meow. I hear that. Where's the little cat? Oh, there it is. I just love that it has a little controller it plays with. That's so cute. All right. All right, sounds like a bastion in the sky to start. Holy moly, that was something to see. You certainly don't get that every day, that's for sure. Mr. One Ball doing a nice job mitigating the Widow there so that the team can start walking down this opponent. Who's playing payload? Somebody's playing payload. Oh, it's the Muffin Man. Keeping that payload moving. Always thinking about the team, that Muffin Man. Good man. All right, so it looks like the Lucio's going to go for a touch there to kind of deny space for the team. Should be able to make it back for a last fight, but well, the Widow is on the bottom left. Does need to be paid attention to. One of them is going to go down to the Mizuki. There is a trade coming out, though. All right, Charlotte's here fighting on point. Lots of kills going their way. This Widow is going to have to step in here. Lucio can only last so long with them being the last target of attacks. There's the Widowmaker. And there it is. Charlotte is going to win. All right, we'll be right back. We got to go shake hands with team.
Winner.
You thought I was out of this line of business, n'est-ce pas?
All right, so that is going to do it for us here today. For Charlotte taking third place in Overwatch once again at MiHSEF State Finals, back-to-back third place. And for me, it is a sign-off as well, as this is my last game of streaming for the last 5 years. So for anybody who's been watching for that long, yeehaw, and thank you for sticking around for it. And it has been a pleasure. So thank you for coming out and watching us and supporting our program always. Great day to be an Oriole.